Hi students, in this exercise we will use a zone of visual influence tools to compare the existing site surface to proposed grading plan in Civil 3D. The zone of visual influence tool allows you to explore what if scenarios. In this example, a 12-meter tower has been proposed on the site, which you can see here. We have and a concerned neighbor wants to make sure that it won't obstruct their scenic view. So here we have a house. So this person wants to make sure that this tower will visual from his site or not. So we will compare ground surface to propose grading plan, and now we want to check it from the proposed surface. You will open this drawing 413 from the description link. I will put the link, you can download, and in the prospector tab under the surfaces here click on EG and right click, then you will select your existing surface. It will show you contextual tab, and on the contextual tab with analyze panel here we have visibility checker. Just click here and select zone of visual influence. Now at the specified location, if you see here, you can select the center of tower and it will ask you for the height, which you can put 12 meter and press enter. Now it will ask you for the specify the radius of the vision extent. So we want to make sure about this house. So select the upper right corner of the house here. Just click and wait for the process. Now save drawing and you can stay open with this for the next some options. So now the drawing now has bands for the colors. You can check here. We have three types of color: green, red and yellow. Green near the tower location indicates that the object is completely visible, okay, and yellow indicates that the object is partially visible. Red indicates that the object is not visible. So in our example, the homeowner on the upper right will be happy to know that the proposed 12-meter tower will not appear in their view because we have red in the front of house. So in the next portion of this exercise we will use point to point tool you want to check the exercise if we want to check our side distance of this car, how can we use the point to point tool to check the side distance for this car on our proposed surface actually. Now select, just press escape to clear the selection for existing surface and then go to the prospector tab. Under the surface we have FG and then select FG. Finish ground level. It is our proposed grading surface. On the TIN surface contextual tab under the analyze panel we have visible check selected point to point. At the specify height of I, just put 1 meter. This set the height of the eye of the driver sitting in a typical car. So at the specified location of eye, you can select the driver would normally seated in the vehicle. For example, our driver here on this side, and specify the target height 1.8 meter. Now you can see a rubber banding sightline ray appears. Okay, click along the path where oncoming cars would be seen. A slight arrow is drawn on the screen. If the arrow is green, it means that the view is unobstructed, and the command line will tell you the distance from the eye. Now it is 31 meter. But if any portion of the arrow is red, for example, we can select here, it's mean the view is obstructed, and the command line will also tell you the obstructed distance from the eye. Just press escape and review the drawing that how can we use point to point tool to explore sight distance about the car. Unfortunately, these visual tools are not dynamic. If you change the surface, you will need to rerun the visual tools. For more surfaces comparing videos, stay tuned for the next exercise.